Hi, welcome to another PhotoLink video. This one is on controlling and managing sunsets. Sunsets are some of the most beautiful pictures you can take, and with a couple little pointers here, hopefully I can give you a little direction on making them a lot more manageable. The first thing that we need to do is determine exactly when and where the sun is going to rise or set at your location, at the location that you're shooting at. So please go to this URL, which is listed above on the screen, and pull up that web page. That web page will give you the exact location and the coordinates of where the sun is going to rise and set at the exact time for your location. When you go to the URL, it will ask you for a location of where you'd like to view where the sun is going to rise and set, and in what direction it's going to occur. So if you go to that URL, click the Other Locations button, which is right within the select locations for sunrise and sunset. When you click that button, you are presented with this dialog. So if you go to step 1 and enter in your city, or if your city isn't located, a city near you, a comma, in the state or the country, and the city and the state, what it will do is present it in step 2. Then what you do is click select, and what it will do is it will select that city for you, and then you can proceed. When you click See Sunrise Sunset Detail, what it will do is present you with the following table. It's important to go to the Columns pull down and select all columns and click on Show. What it does is present you with this chart. The important part about this chart is, number 1, the sunrise and the sunset time, and also the azimuth. Azimuth is nothing more than a compass direction, and so what you can do is you can determine where the sun is going to rise and at what time. So the important columns in here are the azimuth for the sunrise and the sunset, and the sunset, the time the sunset is going to rise, the sun is going to rise, and the time the sun is going to set. We're going to discuss in just a moment twilight and dusk. We're going to discuss those in a moment. But remember, write down the actually print the chart out. But what you need to know is the azimuth and of the sunrise and of the sunset. Next, what you need to do is go over to a retailer, a bargain store like Walmart or whatever, and buy yourself a compass. They range, $4 to $8. Or what you can use is you can use a GPS, because what you want to do is locate, north with that compass. You hold it level and make sure it's not cocked to one side. You want a fluid-filled compass, preferably, but you're talking about $4 to $8. Next, we're going to talk about the compass dial. What we have here is a facsimile of the compass dial. What you'll want to do is place the 0th position, which is 0, where it's next to north, right at the needle where the compass is pointing north. So 0 is going to be on north. So you're able to read the degree wheel, which basically is along the circumference of the circle. So if your chart from the website indicates, like, let's say 60 degrees, if you'll just take a look at the dial and go to the 60-degree position on the circumference, that is pointing at exactly where your sun is going to rise. So that's basically all there is to it. Orient your compass so that the needle is pointing north and the degree wheel is corresponding with the needle at the 0th position, And then what you need to do is you need to then read the degree off the chart where the sun is going to rise, and you know from which position it's going to rise. There's something that we need to discuss at this point. If you'll notice the chart at the top of the screen, what you'll see is you'll see a line that indicates the horizon when the sun rises and when the sun sets. What people don't realize is, let's talk about sunset for a moment. The beautiful reds and so forth that you get at sunset happens actually after the sun has gone down, because the red rays of the light, the reddish and the orangish rays of the light, are bent by the atmosphere and the gravitation of the earth. Please don't hang me on that detail. But they're bent, and actually the sun has already set. So when you see the sun on the horizon and it looks brilliantly red, the sun is already set. So what you have to understand is your best pictures are taken actually after the sun is set. It's referred to as evening or morning twilight. So the sun has set. Dusk is what happens, and dawn is actually before the sun is visible. But as illustrated in this picture, the sun actually, the brilliant reds in the sunrise and the sunset occurs during twilight, and it's either before or after the sun has risen or set. So that is something to keep in mind. As you look at this picture, two things should become apparent. Number one, the sun is already set. The reddish oranges, well actually this is very close to or at sunset, but the reddish and the oranges are actually the red lights bending to meet your eyes. They are bent by the atmosphere and I believe gravitation to meet your eyes, and so therefore the sun is actually much lower or is already invisible as far as the horizon is concerned. The other thing to keep in mind is how you're going to set your color balance on your camera. A lot of people try to set it at daylight or auto color balance, and they get something that looks like a daylight picture. What's happening is the camera is trying to set the white balance at, or it's trying to convert actually the white balance to a daylight. What you need to do in many cases is set your white balance in the camera to one of the fluorescent settings, so it will record those beautiful reds and the beautiful oranges and so forth that occur at the horizon. Well, thank you for watching this video. Please visit the site www.photolink.com for more videos and also photographic education. Thank you for watching.